It's time to talk about your health, diet, nutrition, and particularly potatoes. Some people have frowned on potatoes because of the carbs, get that, but I think maybe they're missing the healthy benefits of eating potatoes. Here to talk more about that is diet nutrition expert, Dr. Beth Kitchin. Good to see you this morning.
It's good to see you too, Mike.
You and I both love potatoes, especially,
I
we
do.
both, and especially baked potatoes, for me, whether it's regular or like the sweet potatoes. But you got me on with the skin on, because of the fiber content.
Right, exactly. It's actually the potassium, well, the fiber and the potassium. But a lot of people don't eat potatoes because they've heard that they're bad for them. They make your blood sugar go up, they make you gain weight. And they are a high glycemic food by themselves, meaning they do raise the blood sugar. But how often do you eat a plain baked potato by itself? You're probably eating other things with that. And those other things, the protein, the fat, the fiber, they blunt that glycemic response. So I'm a big fan of potatoes. First of all, for the potassium content. Now, Mike, when I say potassium, you probably think bananas, right?
Right.
Well, potatoes, yeah, a medium potato has 850 milligrams of potassium. A banana is 450. So they're both good sources, but the potato is twice as much as the banana. Now, I've got one of my potatoes here. I've got plenty of potatoes in the house. This is huge, right? This is a big potato. About a third to a half of this is actually of serving of a potato.
Okay.
So when I bake this, I cut it in half, save the rest for the next meal. So potassium is very important to prevent stroke. And so that's good for your health because a lot of people have strokes. So we need to get a lot of potassium.
I didn't know it was a source of vitamin C.
Yeah, that surprises people because when you think vitamin C, you think citrus fruits, right? You think orange juice, limes, lemons, things of that nature. And it's actually a pretty good source at 26 milligrams of vitamin C. You need about anywhere from 85 to 90 milligrams a day. So that's giving you a good portion of that vitamin C. So that's really good. And when we were talking about potassium with all of these nutrients, it's important to keep the skin on the potato. That's where not all of the nutrients are. A bunch of them are inside, but if you peel that skin off, you're losing a lot of nutrients when you do that.
Yeah, and thanks to you, I bought my veggie brush, so I make sure I clean the outside first before I cook it. Yeah, absolutely. All right,
Here's my veggie brush.
Yeah, and you mentioned the fiber, the magnesium, but the other benefit, I mean, they're fat-free, right? Until you add stuff to it.
Yeah, it's fat-free. It's high in fiber and also magnesium. And Mike, that's another nutrient that helps with lowering blood pressure and the risk of stroke. So potassium, magnesium, you got both of those in the potato. Then you're right, it's fat-free. Now, are we going to eat it fat-free? No, I put sour cream in mine. I put cheese, but that's okay as long as you're not overdoing it. I make a meal out of a baked potato, probably a couple of times a week. So that's great. You can bake it for 45 minutes at around 385. Or you can put it in the microwave and save some energy that way. And so you pop it in the microwave. What I do is I put it in for 7 minutes, take it out, punch some more holes in it like you're supposed to do, and then put it back in the microwave for another 7, and it's great. I put a lot of vegetables in mine too. So yes, I'm getting my sour cream and butter and cheese, but I also put in frozen broccoli. I microwave frozen broccoli, put that in there because I'm not a big broccoli fan, but when it's mixed up with the baked potato, I like the way it tastes. So put sauteed mushrooms, all kinds of things you can put in there and make a meal of it.
Well, I know the Idaho potato farmers do appreciate you, Dr. Beth, for saying that. No, but hey, thank you.
I appreciate them.
As a fellow lover of potatoes, we appreciate the segment and learning the health benefits. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we are pro potato.
That's right.